Crank's builds. Crank has the best cheese of like any Protoss player in the scene. I don't think anyone pulls off more ridiculous builds than him. But we are here. We're ready for game number 2. We're gonna be on Whirlwind this time, and I think this should be a relatively interesting game.
Yeah, we also have the cross positions here, so probably we are not going to see some cheeses or some early aggression. I would guess that it's going to be like a long macro game, and they are going to build like this huge forces, both of them, and we're going to see like one big attack probably. But this map is also kind of good for drop plays, so we might see some drops coming up for MMA.
Yeah, I think Whirlwind is just one of those maps that are overall really good for drops, which is, it's kind of funny. I think back when, I guess in Wings of Liberty is really what I'm going for here, but when Medivacs, when you didn't have that speed boost, really big maps made it difficult because you had to go such long ways. And I think a lot of people said like Terran really didn't like this map at all, but it's kind of gotten interesting with some of the faster units. There's even been we've seen some neat Oracle plays on this map that haven't happened as much recently. But I think overall TvP, this is a relatively solid one, and ought to go with you on that. A little bit Terran favored.
A little bit Terran favored. I have so many Terran friends though that are like they're whining like crazy on Protoss lately. So what do you think of the matchup in general? Do you think that Terran is favored?
I think overall a lot of it's really really weird, and I feel like I'm not allowed to talk about this. But,
because you're a Terran player?
Well, statistically, I think Protoss is very slightly favored. The last time that like Aligulak or whatever put out stats, it was very, very slightly in Protoss favor.
Yeah, I saw the stats.
Not really ridiculously so, and it's just kind of weird because it's weird. It's weird for me because I actually have like last I checked on my BattleNet statistics, I have like a 78% win rate against Protoss this season.
Oh wow.
So, I don't know. Yeah, I just do really, really crazy aggressive builds that I steal from players like Jachi and whatnot. But
you like to be cheesy. That's good to know.
Hey,
if I ever play you.
You like mind drops. I'll go CC first every Terran versus Zerg. But if I'm playing versus Protoss, there's going to be Widow Mines involved.
Okay.
I like this fast Nexus from Avenge.
Yeah, I like it too. It seems like both of them want to go into that macro game that we were talking about before. And fast Nexus coming down from our Protoss player, and also MMA going for that CC first, following it up with 2 barracks, and probably going to see double gas coming down in a little bit.
Yeah, I do like it. I kind of wonder if we will see that double gas before the 3rd barracks. Some players like Innovation have really been sticking on 2 barracks. I think I've seen Flash play Terran versus Protoss, and he goes 2 barracks out of his CC first. So it is interesting. If you get the gas before the barracks, you can get your Medivacs faster, but you have a little bit less units if you get hit with something like an early attack. And MMA will scout out this very, very fast Nexus from Avenge pretty soon, I think.
Yeah. I'm interested to see when MMA is actually going to put down the geysers. No gas as of yet, and he's still making Marines out of those barracks. So he wants to fill up that bunker to be safe versus any kind of early aggression. But he's scouted now. He knows that the very early Nexus is down, so probably he's going to go for that gas very soon.
Yeah, it only makes sense. And you know what? I kind of briefly touched on this before the game started, but there is that Stargate, Avenge. I think we could see a fast Oracle here. And you know, I always say this, and I still feel like this is basically the reason why 2-base Stargate works, is Terran players almost always only think about the 1-base Stargate, because that's the most deadly, it's generally the most deadly build, because if it gets in there and you don't have any detection, you don't have any anti-air or any missile turrets, you usually can't hold it off with just Marines. But the 2-base Stargate is strong because Terran players just never expect it. They say, okay, well, he went for a Nexus first. But MMA actually takes the tower quite nicely. These 5 Marines get there, and since there's a little bit of shroud around it, Avenge can't get that scouting information. He can't poke with a Stalker.
And there is that Oracle coming up here from Avenge, and he will just go around that Salaga tower, so MMA will not be able to scout it in time, I guess, and there will only be Marines out, and most of them will actually be in the center at the Salaga tower, so if Avenge Oracle there, as those Marines are in the center of the map, it will be really tough. MMA is going to lose so many SCVs.
Yeah, it can be really, really rough. In fact, I'm wondering, did we have an engineering bay? Excuse me.
Engineering bay coming down just now, actually. So the turrets will not be up in time. Some stalkers coming out, trying to deal with those Marines, trying to get the focus away from MMA, and that Oracle is moving out. He's following this up by with an Oracle, though. And did he see it? Did he see it? No, he did not see the Oracle with that
Oh.
Marine. So close.
It's always weird. It's like, why would he have a Marine there? And then you see that he almost scouts it, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
man. And then MMA is going to watch the replay and be like, I'll move it over a couple feet next time. But the missile turret's going up at the front. The Oracle is here. 1, 2, 3 SCVs gone. Should be able to get a couple more. There's no Marines here. MMA having them all out on the map. You know, it's kind of funny because MMA likes to do those pokey type maneuvers, but that actually leaves him a little bit vulnerable. This Oracle gets 5 kills, and it should be able to escape pretty easily.
Yeah, 5 kills. Still not too bad. Some more Void Rays coming out. He's queuing up Void Rays. Two more on the way actually here for Avenge, and it seems like he's adding on Gateway, so he's gonna go for it. No Forge here as I can see for Avenge. So wow, 4 more Gateways coming up. So he's gonna push out with a few Void Rays and lots of Gateway units.
I don't think this attack should work. Stim Marines just absolutely wreck Void Rays. You know, the one thing is, MMA not expecting this could be why it works, but this is really weird. He's getting Protoss air weapons as well. That's... I mean, to me, this looks like it's just an 8-gate with Void Rays is what it is. He already has actually 7 gates. 7 gates with Void Rays. The +1 air is so weird, but I guess it helps because Void Rays attack so fast. But this is actually not something I've seen.
Weird. But Avenge going for that pylon very close to the natural base of MMA, so he's gonna push it here, and MMA has no idea. He only has that one bunker in the front, and he has some Marines in the main base because he's afraid of that Oracle, so he doesn't really have any defense here. I think it will be tough for MMA to hold this.
Yeah, only because MMA doesn't really see this. He has no idea that this is going on, and this is so weird. I still think Stim Marines are good, but oh my god, he's moving down his ramp. He needs to be so careful. If he gets force fielded off here, this could be it. He stims. A couple Marines do get pinched there, and he sees it now. He should immediately see some bunkers get thrown. Yeah, the SCVs get pulled. There's one bunker being thrown down. He needs to get at least another one or two.
Yeah, I totally agree. He has to get more bunkers up, so this is going to be really tough. He can't get that healing off of that bunker because of the force fields.
Yeah, Prismatic Alignment just wrecks that bunker, and he still has a good amount of Marines. And Marines are still good against the Void Rays, but he has to stim so much that the Zealots, the Stalkers, and the Sentries might be able to kill them. Combat Shield is done, but those Force Fields pushing him back. The Missile Turret actually makes itself quite useful, but Nautilus, there's still 3 Void Rays. He still has the Mothership Core poking away. The next bunker is done, but there's nothing here to really repair it.
The bunker is gonna die, and when that bunker is dead, there is nothing more standing for MMA. He is down in supply, almost twice the supply for Avenge. Let's see, he lost 29 workers, he lost all of the SCVs in the natural base. He's forced to lift up that command center, and it's gonna die actually. And he can just walk up the ramp here now, Avenge, and there is nothing more that MMA can do.
Yeah,
really nice push by Avenge.
I'm gonna have nightmares about facing this build on ladder for a while because